Hunter Ward here, January 21st with your morning update. We've got some snow, sleet, freezing rain that is falling north of town and in the Candler areas right now. Looking at the WNC web cameras around, and I actually just drove in to work here on Leicester Highway, and it looks pretty slick out in the area. I didn't slip in my truck, but some of you guys in two-wheel drive may struggle just a little bit as the system progresses through the morning, and we see these just intermittent snow showers happen throughout the day. This is kind of what I thought might come to fruition with the overrunning precipitation, that real low-level moisture that's not getting a bunch of lift. It was difficult for the models to pick up, and it looks like some of you in the area are seeing those roadways slicking up just a little bit, snow-covered all in Leicester area, even seeing a little bit of snow coverage in Candler. Let's go ahead and turn around to my screen. I want to thank Red Wolf Contracting Services, CP Cruising Company, and Time to Travel. They sponsor my website. Really appreciate that. 26 around Asheville with the moisture coming in, 84% humidity. I mean, that's insane. It's just a recipe for freezing fog. Today, you can see the 5 days showing you that chance of precipitation. Grimes, Tice, Anderson, downtown Asheville camera. We're not really seeing those snowflakes just around town just yet. I think that they'll push in here just a few more minutes. Probably by the time this update uploads, we could be seeing that. VannerElk.com live camera. The Henco Repro Graphics camera over in Candler was actually showing snowfall here just a few minutes ago. Here you can see it looking on the pine trees. You can see those white blips coming in. So we've got a rain-snow mix out there, or have a rain-snow mix here in Leicester as well. So north of town, north of I-40 looks like right now, but that could expand all throughout western North Carolina. And I think that this could last through most of the day around western North Carolina. You'll have that chance for snow showers around western North Carolina. Look at the Cabbage Rose, Maggie Valley camera. Seeing a few snow showers as well, but you can see a dusting on the parking lot from last night. Don't really see too much going on out in Haywood County. I was looking at the Affairs of the Hearts camera a minute ago. Look at Haywood Community College camera. Just that moist air. It's kind of just sitting on the roadways. We're in the upper 20s here. So be mindful of that when you're traveling around. And just know that some locations are seeing that snow and it's slicking up the roadways just a hair. And is creating for some interesting conditions around western North Carolina. Better Homes and Gardens, Bryson City camera. You can see just nothing really too impactful going on out in Bryson City this morning, but really around Asheville, it looks like we are seeing those snow showers. Haywood Farm Bureau camera out here up Dutch Cove. Just see that fog moving in, and there's some embedded precipitation within that fog. I'll show you what the radar is showing. It's really not showing too much. Here's where the snow showers are developing, right here along the border. Now, this is a tongue of precipitation that's moving in from the south, but it's beginning to enhance itself somewhat on the radar here as it moves through, and you're starting to see those snowfall reports pick up around the Asheville area, Weaverville, Leicester, looking at Wolf Laurel, seeing snow. Those locations, I think, are going to see snow for the next couple of hours through noontime. Maybe, even it's hard to tell with the models not showing me exactly. I'll show you what the models do show, but they're not showing snowfall across western North Carolina right now. So you kind of just have to take that with a grain of salt. We've got, nuisance snow showers occurring, but they could add up to 1 inch or 2 inches in some locations, maybe a little bit higher than that. That's why I put out the 1 to 3 map for all of western North Carolina. Not sure who's actually going to see snow with this. I think that everybody has the chance to, and you're seeing it right now as it falls in western North Carolina north of I-40. So, watch for that. Be mindful of that as you're getting out on the roadways this morning. Like I said, somewhat of a dangerous commute could be unfolding. Temperatures are not projected to get out of the 20s today. And so if this continues, roadways could be a little bit dicey. I got, little vibe this morning driving to work of the New Year's Eve storm that we had a while back, where it wasn't really projected too much, but the radar ended up filling in with that low level moisture, and we just saw a flash freeze happen around Asheville. So not exactly sure that that's what's going to occur, but I think that we could have some dicey roadways here developing over the next really throughout the day. And then tonight they're not going to get any better because the snow could move out, but we're talking about really cold temperatures in the teens. Some locations could even get to single digits. So check this out, though. This is the moisture that we're developing. Those MPing reports coming in all around town. You can see Canton seeing those MPing reports, Leicester, even Weaverville, all of those locations seeing that light snow falling that could potentially be coating those roadways, making it a little bit difficult to get around town, especially if you have two-wheel drive. So please be mindful of that as you head out this morning. Just wanting to give you guys a heads up update on what I thought was going on with the situation. Let's look at the models just a little bit. Not getting too much positive guidance from them. As I run this through, you're going to notice that it doesn't show any snowfall happening. But we've already seen that may not be the case. And it doesn't even have snowfall east of Charlotte or west of Charlotte. And so as you run this out, watch this. Eventually it does get something going here all across Asheville. And so that's like 7 o'clock at night. So we have the chance of snowfall throughout the day, in my opinion. Since we're already seeing it right now, we have the chance for snowfall to develop. Some of the longer range models drop, a couple of inches of snow all across western North Carolina. We'll see tonight as the sun sets, how that actually unfolds. But kind of keeping my snowfall map where it's at. Don't think this is a major event, but I think that this could, cause some problems on the roadways with how cold it is. And could get you stuck in certain places if you don't, do the right things to prepare yourself. And so just be mindful of that. Try to be home by sundown today, would be my opinion. But the roads could even get dicey today. If you've got an opportunity to just stay at home, that would be my advice moving forward. But some people have to work, some people have to get out. So try to be back before sundown. I think we're going to see another round of snow as the sun sets, and that could coat all of Asheville with some form of accumulating snowfall, an inch, dusting, 2 inches. It's really hard to tell right now. These models aren't doing too well with the system. So I can show you what they show, but they didn't show a dusting this morning. And so, here's mainly what the models show here for all snow, a dusting for Asheville. So the threat is there, and we'll show you the NAM 3KM too. It's a little bit different. So there was a snowfall from the NAM 3KM. So more south of Asheville. Some banding feature is going to develop this evening, and it's going to look to drop some snow all around western North Carolina. So be mindful of that moving forward. The NAM shows it. The HRRR model shows it. So as we move forward through the day, intermittent snow showers and then a little bit of heavier snow this evening is what these short range models are kind of showing. And here you can see this is on 9 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock on the NAM 3KM. I think it's going to happen a little bit earlier than that, but then it just kind of gets this streamer going from the south and just fans over Asheville a bit of precipitation. And it looks like farther south of town is where the better chance for accumulation occurs, in my opinion. But, north of town, we're already seeing those snowflakes. So take that with a grain of salt. And as we move forward, I have little guidance on this, so I'm just kind of going off of what I've seen in the past and just trying to let you guys know what to look forward for in the future. So make sure check back with me soon for more information. Got plenty to come. If I see anything too crazy, I'll release another update on on my thoughts, but still thinking 1 to 3 inches widespread across western North Carolina, maybe on that lower end for many of you, but some isolated locations that could see that 3 inches, especially along the Blue Ridge Escarpment. Maybe, you know, I'm thinking like Lake Lure or somewhere like that could end up cashing in on getting a good bit of snow. And then as you progress into the Piedmont, you know, Burke County, you know, places like that have a little bit better shot at seeing that accumulating snowfall. And then as you get to Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh, those locations could actually see, you know, an easy, you know, 1.5, 2 inches. And as you get closer to Raleigh, you know, 3 or 4 inches is not out of the question or more. You know, a lot of models are showing 4 and 5 inches for Raleigh. So a difficult snowfall event to forecast for everyone. And so I've given it my best shot. It looks like, you know, that low-level moisture is coming to fruition around western North Carolina this morning, and we are seeing that freezing drizzle, freezing fog, light snow, sleet mix around western North Carolina, and it's coating some secondary roadways in and around town. So check back soon for me. Make sure you subscribe to the page, give the video a like, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.